Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pursuing Profit with Principles. So glad to have you join us this morning for our show. I am delighted to present our guest this morning, Riyadh. And Riyadh, if I butcher your last name, please correct me.
Yeah,
Riyadh, is it
that's correct.
Faraji? Faraji?
Yeah,
Faraji,
Faraji.
yay. I've always called you just Riyadh. We've never really
Yeah,
talked about your last name so much. So I met Riyadh a few months ago via a business associate that I work closely with, who's worked closely with Riyadh. And actually, I think he works with several of the folks that I know. And I'm just thrilled to have him on the show this morning. Riyadh brings a wealth of experience in, whoops, hang on a second here, I lost my video. A wealth of experience in content promotion, in YouTube channels, in uh, so many areas that many of us as entrepreneurs struggle with online, right? And so we're going to ask him some questions today. We're going to find out a lot more about what Riyadh knows and give you all some education in uh, content creation in YouTube, maximizing your YouTube channels. Many of us fail to do that. And also, we're going to talk about the top coach on Google. I'm excited to hear what he has to say about that. Welcome, Riyadh.
thank you. Thank you for having me. And I'm really so excited that I've been doing some paperwork to talk.
To be
And
prepared.
yeah,
Well, just relax because we're just going to chat and have a good time. I promise I won't
yeah,
I won't throw anything at you that you can't handle.
thank you.
So,
I want
Riyadh,
to,
tell us a little bit about you, where you're located. Obviously, you have a different accent than I do. So tell us where you're located and what it is that you do and why.
um, first of all, I'm not a native English speaker, so if I do here and there, take it easy. And I'm from Bangladesh. If you most people mix it with India. If I say I'm from Bangladesh, they say, "Oh, India." No, it's Bangladesh, and Bangladesh is a country on its own. So I'm from
Good
Bangladesh.
to know.
Yeah, and the thing is that I've been techie. You can say tech savvy from my teenage life or early teenage life. I was really into mobile phone because mobile phone was first came in our country while I was at the first grade of our kindergarten. So that time
Okay.
mobile phone came, and in my total area I was the only person who was solving all the problem for anyone has with their phone. So if
Oh,
anybody has a problem with their phone, they come to me, "Hi Riyadh, please solve this
so
problem for
from a
me."
very young age, you were technical.
Yeah,
You were a techie from a very young age.
yeah, and I have had a full time job as well, and that was uh, that was very low paying, and that's where I got to know that I can work with people abroad and I can do better than what I was doing at that time. So uh, from that time at 2015, I really started doing things online in real, because before that I was just doing chit chat and I was just exploring
Right.
things. So I was doing something online since 2015, and I started my career as a graphic designer. But as I said, that I was a little bit techy, so I was curious about a lot of things. Anything I see in front of me, I was trying to learn that. I was trying to get into that, why this is happening and what makes it. So uh, from there, uh, a graphic designer to a digital marketer, and then my employer, my freelance employer promoted me as the project manager, from a
Ah,
graphic designer to the project manager. And from that time, I had a spark in me that yes, I can do better and better, because among the team all of the people, they chose me to lead them. So I have something in me, and that's what I took, and I moved forward. And now i have I have helped more than 200 businesses in the very short time with different aspects of online growth, content creation, and digital marketing. and
right?
and that's the main source of my knowledge. I learn the way I do.
Very good. Well, I have been impressed with your knowledge since I was introduced to you.
Thank you.
And you participated in a summit that you were helping us, summit that I put on late last year with my partner Brenda Novelli from London. And you, Riyadh, were kind of our back end technical person, and you wound up being a front end speaker before it was over with, right? We were able to
Yes.
actually bring you in and have
Thank
you
you
teach
for
a
that
workshop.
opportunity.
So, yeah, I mean that was awesome. So let's talk first a little bit about the YouTube piece, because that's
Yeah.
an area many of us know that that's an area we can monetize in and that we can gain exposure and audience, but don't really have a systematic way of going about that or really understand what it is we should be doing. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Okay. So if I dig into every technical point of YouTube, it will take
It would take us a
almost
long time. Yeah,
all the
just so
day.
let's do a
Yeah.
little bit.
So yeah, I'm going to go through it.
Highlights.
And the most important point is creating your video for more watch time, which means create a video that will keep your viewers into the video. So that's the main, and that's the important thing in YouTubing. So I'll break it down for you. But
Okay.
first, let me explain. Let me tell you one by one all the points that needed to grow a YouTube channel.
Okay.
So first, we have to find untapped keywords. Untapped means there are demand of content in the market. People are looking for something. People are using some keywords to look specific topics, but there are not enough resources. Everything that we do,
Okay.
maybe in your topic, maybe in my topic, there everywhere are untapped keyword. We just need to find that out. So the first thing, because we all are like confused that what kind of content or what kind of videos we need to create to engage on our YouTube channel. We don't know what people are looking for, or what kind of video are going to get hit or going to get viral. So the first thing we need to do, we need to look for the topic that are people looking for. So that's where keywords come. So we need to find keywords that has high search volume, people are looking for more, but less competition. That means there are less videos on that topic. And to do that, I personally use TubeBuddy, the tool that helped me to find that type of keywords that
Would you
are
say the
have
name of
high.
it again, please, Riyadh?
Tube Body, TUBE
T.
and
Oh, okay.
BUDDY. Tube Body.
Okay.
Okay. So for keywords, I use TubeBuddy to get my keywords, and then based on that keywords, I create my video titles, which means the video topic I select, and then I create videos. And the second thing comes after keyword. Once you have your keywords, you need to create your video. So create your videos uh, optimized for watch time, so people are watching till the end of your video. If people are not watching till the end of your video, if they leave your video halfway around, or at the first 1 minute, YouTube will not promote your video.
Mm,
we all think that most of our views come from search result. People search for our videos and then they see, they watch the video and our views increase. But the most of the views of your YouTube video came from YouTube recommendation. If you surf YouTube, if you browse YouTube, you will see at the home page there are a lot of recommendation for
Right.
from YouTube.
Right. I've
And
seen
that's
that.
the, yeah, so that's the biggest source of your views for your videos. uh, the channels I've been working, the channels I grew, one of the channels already got 1.7 plus million views in
Wow.
just one year. So from search, it got 7 to 8 or maximum 15% of the views, and the rest of the views are coming from YouTube recommendation. So
Okay.
if people are not watching my video till the end, YouTube will think that this video is not engaging. So
And then they
YouTube will
won't promote
not
it.
put it at the first page. I will put
So
more
you have
likes.
some tips for us? You have some
Yeah,
tips
yeah,
for us
yeah,
on how
yeah,
to get people to watch it to the end?
yeah. So first thing is create long videos. YouTube will promote longer videos than shorter videos, like 1 minute or 2 minute or 30 seconds, because YouTube has a new features now called YouTube Shorts.
Right.
Same as TikTok, it has YouTube Shorts for 20
Okay.
second, 15-second, or 30-second videos. So
Okay.
short videos will not work. If you want to grow your channel, you have
What's a
to
good
create
length?
longer videos, at least 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
You can go more if the topic is heavy. You can go more, but do not make it like a movie for 2 or 3 hours. People will
Yeah,
not watch
right.
this.
We'll get nobody staying till the end.
Yeah. So the first thing, create long videos, and the second thing is cut out the fluff from your intro. YouTube says
Mm,
the first 15 seconds of your video is the key. If you can hit a viewer in the first 15 seconds, they will keep watching the rest of the video. If we are failed to get their attention at the beginning, at the intro, or at the first 15 seconds, they will most likely leave the video and watch
right.
next one. So
Exactly. I know that's true
yeah,
for me. I don't hang around. If they don't grab my attention pretty quickly, I'm out of there.
yeah. So that's why we have to, uh, at the beginning, at the very beginning of the video, we have to tell people the key points, what they're going to learn from this video, and what they're going to
Okay.
expect from this video. And the third thing uh, that we should follow is create pattern interrupt. So brain our brain like patterns. If we are good at something, if we see good result in a specific way, we will tend to follow that way again and again. So there are pattern in our brain, and we like to follow the pattern. But in our videos, we have to break the pattern. If we can break the pattern, then the brain will think about watching more of this video. So
Right.
what are the pattern breaking things? Like uh, like if we do the same frame like we are doing now. We
Right.
have still frame and we are sitting and we are talking. For YouTube videos, uh, we need to create different roles, like cut. We talk about a topic, then cut, and then we tilt the angle a little bit of the camera, and then we say the next topic. And we
Right.
we give it some intro audios after one, after we move forward for the next topic in the video. You will
Right.
see there are high volume music between two sections of a video. So those kind of things are pattern breaking. We need to break the pattern of the viewers. if we can break the pattern, then the viewer will tend to follow the rest of the videos. So
Awesome.
that's a psychological thing, and I learned that from working with coaches, life coaches, NLP coaches. I work with them as well, so I learned this from them. And this is not only this is helpful for our YouTube videos, this is helpful for any kind of marketing or
Yeah.
sales messages, sales
Yeah.
videos. So
Agreed. Yes,
we need.
the first thing that we teach in marketing is, is to interrupt,
Yeah. Right.
right?
So
So same along that same path,
yeah, and the last thing about making engaging video is plan your video before you shoot it. So there if you have an script, that would be the best, and if you follow that script, because if you have a script, you will be on point and you will not talk about some other things out of your
right?
topic. So the
Right.
script is most important uh, if you want to create crispy videos that will get your viewers attention. So plan your
Awesome.
videos in advance. uh, so these are some of my tips if you
Great
want to
tip.
create engaging videos. And the next thing come is optimize your videos. So like if I give you an example, you find something in your house and there is nothing labeled on it. You don't know the thing, and no name, no description, anything. Maybe that's a toy, maybe that's a phone, maybe that's something else, but you don't know it, and there is nothing written on it. So nobody would understand what is that. And same goes as YouTube videos. If you do not optimize your videos, YouTube will not understand what's the video about,
Mm,
because YouTube cannot watch video, but YouTube has algorithm that will read what you write as caption, what you write as the
ah,
title, what you write
right.
as the description. So we
Okay.
need to optimize the video. We need to write like at the first I said about keyword research. So we need to put the keyword in our title,
Right.
different places of our description, and there are tags as well. There are
Gotcha.
tag section on your video. So we need to use the tags that are related to the video, as well as that has the high volume of search. If
Very
we can
good.
use those tags, youtube will know YouTube will identify the video, and YouTube will put the video in front of those kind of viewers who previously got engaged with your type of videos. So I
Right.
like fishing. If I constantly watch fishing videos, and there is a new videos on YouTube that has the title fishing on it, that has the description fishing in it, and that has the tags with fishing and hooks and a lot of things, YouTube will say, hi, this is a new video that in your interest, you can watch it.
Right. And that's
Right.
what we want because
Yeah.
that's where you said 85% or so of that exposure comes from that kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very
So that's
good.
why we need to optimize our videos really well,
Right.
not only for YouTube, for Google search as well. If somebody
Right.
search the same keyword on Google, not in YouTube, your video will be there as well.
Right. Right.
So we need to
Very
optimize
good.
our videos very well. So
Awesome.
from the
Very
previous
good.
point, from the previous point that uh, most of the views are coming from the recommendation. In that case, we need to use thumbnail that are really engaging and
Okay.
that clarify the topic of the video. Because if you see videos on your homepage, you read the title of the video later, you see the thumbnail of the video first. See the
Right.
image first, and then if you like the image, then you read the title of the video, and the last thing is you play that video.
So the
So
image is very important.
image is very important, and that should be something catchy, because we will not uh, dull type image will not get our attention. So we need something that make people click on that image, which means click on that video.
Mm. So
So
it's not necessarily having your logo kind of a thing on there. You want something different than that on that
yeah,
image, right?
yes,
Mm. Good food for thought.
you can
Great
put
food
your
for thought.
logo at the videos, or somewhere at the corner of your video you can put your logo,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Or there are another places to put your logo, like your intro. You see a lot of
Right.
videos that put logo animation at the intro and at the outro, at the end of the video. So
Right.
those are the places you will be using your logo.
Okay. Excellent. A little bit like on a landing page, when you're creating a landing page, you don't really need your logo at the top of it. That's prime real estate that you need messaging there instead
Yeah,
of a logo. Yeah,
yeah.
understood. Let's change gears here for a moment, Riyadh, because this is extremely valuable, but I know that we also want to hit on this other topic, and I don't want us to run out of time. And I'm very curious as to what you have to say on this other topic as well. But this was really great. I hope everybody else got as much out of this as I did, because I really got a lot. I actually took a bunch of notes while he was talking, folks.
Awesome.
So the other thing that we wanted to talk about, though, today was what you referenced as top coach on Google. So tell us more about that. I'm very curious.
Well, uh, but first, before I explain what uh, top Google coach actually mean, I need to speak about the uh, benefits that you can get if you are a Google top coach or top Google
Okay.
coach.
Okay.
So the first thing is, if you are a Google top coach, it will give you the authenticity, the power of authenticity. Like if you are looking for a specific topic on Google, if you searched something, and on the result page, people mostly uh, like to click on the first or
Right.
second or the
Right.
third result.
Yes.
They will never go to the second page. On
Right.
the first page you will see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 next pages, but there are people not really
They
visit
don't go there. Yep.
other pages. Yeah.
If you don't show up right up at the top, you probably don't get seen.
There is a joke, like if you did a crime and you need to hide the evidence, put it on the second page of Google search.
I had not heard that before. That's funny.
Nobody will search, nobody will look there, nobody will follow the second page of the Google search.
That's funny.
So yeah. And if you are at the top of the result, maybe at the top one or at the 1 to 3,
Right?
people will not only will visit your website or visit your page, the result page, but also they will think that this person is something unique. That's why Google choose to
Right.
put them on the first page, right?
Right. Right.
And
But you're going to tell us something different.
I know. I'm just giving you the points. So this is the first thing, and second things is, it brings you, if you are in a business, it brings you quality leads on its own. You don't have to
Yes.
look for leads everywhere. It will
Right.
bring you people that are interested to buy your service or your product. So that's a huge benefit if you want to do marketing, and if you don't want to spend huge amount of time in your marketing, and you want a automatic lead machine. Also, that's low cost passive marketing. Once
Right.
you have your once you are at the top, you will keep getting people visiting your site, and uh, they are being your leads. They are giving you their contact information and
Right.
everything. So same as YouTube videos, as years goes, YouTube videos are keep increasing its views. Like this year, if you have 1000 views on a video, next year you will have at least 2000 video views on that video. Same goes at this SEO or the Google top cost thing, because once Google put your website on the first place, the visitors will keep coming, and the more visitors you have, the more uh, the more Google will think that this website is authentic, and we need to
Right.
put that on the first
Right.
place. So
Riyadh, if I
and
could interrupt you for just a moment, we have just about a minute left. This time goes so fast, and you have so
yeah,
much value here. Can you tell us just very quickly, um, okay, we've got a few things here, that we need to be in that top three, and I'm assuming we need to follow the same rules that you set up for us for YouTube in terms of the way we do our videos and things, and that people watch them and all. What's one quick thing that you can tell us about how we get into that top three on that Google search? What would be the next most important thing for us to do to get there?
provide value.
Provide value.
Providing value, yeah. So you have
Gotcha.
your knowledge, and
Right.
it's unique. Nobody has
Right.
the same knowledge as you,
Right.
and you need to go there. You need to provide values to people through your article, through your
Right.
blog posts, through your
Yeah.
podcast that you are doing.
Right.
So the more value you will provide, the more things you will solve for people, more people keep coming to you, and that's the most important thing in terms of being at the top of Google. So provide
Right.
more and more articles on your website that people are looking for, and that will
Gotcha.
take you there.
Awesome. Awesome. And that is something we should be doing every day, folks, is providing value, providing value, providing value. It will multiply many times over as we provide value to folks. So, Riyadh,
And
I am so thrilled to
so
have
one
you
more
here
thing.
today. Yes, one
Yeah,
more thing.
yeah, one more thing that I told you that I was struggling 4 years for to find out, and the thing is,
Yes.
most of us try to have multiple products or multiple services and
Right.
want to promote them at the same time. But the thing is, if we have one single product or one single service at the first, and we
Right.
focus all of our marketing and effort on the single product instead
Right.
of doing on different products, it will grow faster. Once
Right.
you are in the market and hit the market with one product, then you can hit the
Add one
market with
more.
multiple
Right.
products. Yeah.
Right.
And
And continue to add as, yeah. Yeah. And that's, as entrepreneurs, that's a difficult one for us because we tend to be in 10 things at once as an entrepreneur. Most of
yeah,
us don't know how to streamline. We're very, we can be scattered a bit. And so learning, though, how to focus in on that one thing and get it rocking and rolling first is so important. And that's a
yeah,
reminder many of us need as entrepreneurs. Riyadh, it has been a pleasure having you this morning. I always learn from you. You're a very smart young man, very intelligent. I appreciate you
my
sharing your
pleasure.
wealth of knowledge with the rest of us. And folks, he's doing exactly what he just said. He's giving value. And thank you for that, Riyadh. And
You're
folks,
welcome.
we will see you again next week here on Pursuing Profit with Principles. Bye for now.
Bye.
Okay, there was no sound. So I did a whole intro with no sound. So let's just go back and recap really quickly. So happy Monday. It is January 31st. We are in the last day of January. Tomorrow is February 1st. So today we're going to be talking about collaboration. I think this is really important as being one of my secret weapons to being America's Supermom. So, America's Supermom, mother of 15 children. How do I get it all done? And that is my secret collaboration. So, I was raised an only child. And in that upbringing, I just really didn't have to do a lot of collaborating. I was the only one that was responsible for my room being clean or not clean, as my mother would say. But I just didn't really have a lot that I had to really work with others on. I was very self motivated in terms of knowing what was required for me and that I had to get it done. I couldn't blame my siblings or a dog or something else for my homework. I had to take accountability from a very young age. So that really led me to have a high performance mindset. I love to do a lot of things and seek that validation through academic efforts. But it really was hard for me to collaborate with other people because with that type of mindset, I felt like I needed to get credit for my work. I took accountability for all of my accomplishments. So when it came to trying to share that spotlight, so to speak, with other people, it really was a struggle for me. And so now, fast forward with 15 children, 10 of them that still live at home, it's important to figure out a way that you can collaborate and get it all done because one person trying to be responsible for that is just really a recipe for disaster, which I have found at some part of my journey when it goes to my mental wellness. Suffered from depression for 13 years, was hospitalized 3 times, and now I am passionate about strategies in order to navigate through life's obstacles with a smile instead of stress. So that is really what I'm all about when it comes to marketing and our mindset is really having a strategy, a way that we can accomplish massive success with being able to create a strategy to do so. So we all have those of us that may be listening and have businesses. We desire to be successful, achieve lots on our roadmap of life, but it definitely takes strategy. It takes knowing how to leverage our position with our clients, with our competition, with people that complement our businesses. These are all different ways that we can be smart about really accomplishing the goals that we want to strive for. So, the first thing with collaboration is really eliminating competition. And so oftentimes this is really the biggest hurdle to overcome. We look at what other people are doing and we figure, why can't I do what they're doing? And we come from this mindset of feeling like, we have to do our own research and homework instead of actively going and approaching many people that are doing what we're already doing. So for me, having this scarcity mindset, I would spend hours doing my own research. And one thing about research, although as well, is that you really don't know all the ins and outs of a topic unless you really engage and experience it. So it's like when we go to college, we get our degree and we've had a lot of book experience through testing and maybe some practical application, but we're really not going to know how to exercise our abilities until we actually get into a field that is using the talents that we have been acquiring in our college career. So that element of experience is really the next step that's necessary in after our research. You have to really get in there and experience it so that you can begin to make some different decisions that can really help to leverage you forward on what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And so, if we're coming from a competitive mindset, we really feel like, I don't want to ask them. They're going to think that I'm going to steal their customers or whatever the case is. But what I have found is that many people that are very skilled at what they do have an abundance mindset. If you imagine that you're a coach, I'm a lifestyle designer, which is what I call myself, which in layman's terms is a coach, right? I coach moms to help them with strategies to overcome daily obstacles that we encounter as mothers, okay? And with running a business, being a wife, and all these other things. So that is something that I do. Now, if I was to have let's just say 50 clients, okay? I could have 50 clients, charging them my hourly rate or program rate, but 50 clients is about all that I could probably handle. So there are more than 50 people in this world. So if someone is to come to me and say, hey, I want to be a coach, can you share with me some of the things that you do? I would definitely, coming from an abundance mindset, realizing that, okay, I have 50 clients and there are millions of people in my area or in my region. Why am I going to have this scarcity mindset about teaching someone else that can lighten my load, so to speak? Right? I'm not going to be able to serve everybody in my city or, my region. So why would I have that scarcity mindset? But oftentimes, when we haven't done a lot of our homework and we're coming from a place of lack, right? Now, I'm not saying this is everybody, but this was my story. Okay. So you're going around working yourself, burnout, saying yes to things that you probably shouldn't be saying yes to because you're trying to build your business, but you're doing it alone, right? You're not collaborating. You're the one that's going to the networking events. You're the one that's following up with the leads. You're the one that's providing the services. You're the one that's creating the content. You're the one that's, sending out your products, right? You see this? That gets to be very tiring. So I'm in this challenge now, which is called 75 Hard. And it is a mental toughness challenge. And it consists of 5 components every day. And I'm struggling with that, right? It's a struggle because it's about challenging you to get out of your comfort zone. But the 5 elements are drinking a gallon of water, doing 2 45-minute exercise routines, one of them that has to be outside every day, regardless of the inclement weather. The other part is reading 10 pages of a nonfiction book, taking a progress picture, and following a meal plan of your choice with no cheat meals and no alcohol. So, those 5 things are a lot that I need to juggle on a daily basis when it comes to my own mindset, my self care, and my mental wellness. All of those components help me to function at my optimal level. However, we need to think about in our business what are some things that we need to maintain on a daily basis in order for our business to be healthy. And that really consists of, follow up, lead generation, and the services that you provide. And then what's left over is like any other things, if it's creating content, new ideas, we have to factor these things in order for our business to be healthy. So if you're managing all those things just from myself alone, doing this challenge and the things of my business, that doesn't even include what are the components that I need for my family to be healthy. I have to prepare the meals or have them made. We have to have clean clothes. We have to have the house in order, right? So, all these things help to make sure your family runs smooth. But if you begin to see this pattern, there's a lot of components to each of these things that are necessary every day. So, this is why collaboration is so important. So, you can take some of your goals and aspirations and you can find ways that you can cultivate relationships that help you to accomplish some of those goals. So, we will dive into an example of collaboration, right? So, the first thing is remembering that the person that you're collaborating with is really not your competition. You want to begin to come together with a conversation, right? Really being transparent about what some of your goals and objectives are. So it's very possible, I'm in this challenge now where we have several people that are involved in this challenge. I would say probably 21 people. And although we each have different things that we're working on, different components, there are some things that are just the same across the board. Reading 10 pages of a nonfiction book, drinking a gallon of water. However, the differentiating thing is our progress picture. What that looks like for us. Where are we going to be taking it at? Are we going to be doing progress pictures for our workouts or whatever? Everyone has their own choice in that. Then we have the element of the workouts. It says 2 45-minute workouts. So everyone's workout routine can be different. The meal plan, everybody can be eating what they feel is in their best interest. So when you have these variations, it makes it easy for you to come together with a common objective because you see that you have some leniency and some uniqueness to who you are as a person. And so we can just kind of apply that same principle when it comes to our business. I may be a coach. However, I coach moms, right? Now, do I coach other women? Yes. But for the most part, when you are clear about what it is that you do, you can connect with another person who may be a coach. Maybe they want to get some collaboration on a program. So they have women that they coach, and some of their women are mothers. So you come together and you say, well, let's have this event. We want to work on mindset. So, this is where a collaboration can occur because as a mom coach, I could come in and talk to them about time management. I could talk to them about, relationships or uh, the how we can navigate through home life and business, right? How to navigate through children, right? And being a wife. So, just a number of things that I could bring to the table in this women's event, right? So, in addition to that, we could think about with having this event that may be related to women, what are some other ways that we can collaborate or we can foster other collaborations with this event? So, a lot of times, women associate self care with self maintenance, right? So I want to say that again. We associate self care with self maintenance. So self care is really your inward idea of who you are as a person, what your strengths are, what your values, core beliefs are, and really maintaining that level of self love every day is something that you use to execute self maintenance. So, self maintenance is making sure you carve out time in your schedule for reinforcing those core beliefs for yourself, really reminding yourself how valuable you are outside of what anybody else is thinking. The next thing is to really focus on, taking care of your body, taking care of your nutrition. All these things go under self maintenance. So oftentimes when we think self care, it's like, oh, I need to get a massage and get my hair and nails done. So if you have an event and it's related to women, that might also be someone you can collaborate with. Now, maybe you don't have someone on site to do quote unquote a massage or nails, but that is someone that you could possibly see about sponsoring the event. Maybe they can sponsor the event and they can get coupons given out to the attendees for them to get uh, a discounted massage or a massage with free nails, or, the list goes on. We can have a lot of creativity when it comes to that. So we want to be mindful of thinking about how we can serve our audience. And when it comes to collaboration, this is where you can build that um, event or that collaboration as big as you can imagine, right? So I think about collaboration like a feast or a Thanksgiving meal. You know, you have your main core entrees, which is the turkey, maybe the dressing, right? And then we can go on with all the different variations. And so when you think about a collaboration, you think about what is your goal? So if the goal is to have a meal, right, you want to think about how many people you're going to serve, what type of meal you're going to have, where is it going to be? Or is it going to be like a standing event or is it going to be a seated event? So if you have a seated event, you can have more food, entrees, and have a richer experience. So if that's the case, it's how many different entrees or side items can we have for this meal to make it even that much more exciting. So this is where collaboration comes in. You think about, hey, if I bring the turkey and the dressing, who's going to bring macaroni, green beans, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, cornbread, rolls, right? And the list goes on and on. So this is how you want to think about it. When you get done with that collaboration of all those different things at the dinner table, right? It just ends up being that much more wonderful the more collaborations you have because the work is not all on you, but look at the outcome. So many different varieties, so many different choices for our guests that come to the table. And so, this is how we need to think about with our business. The collaborations that we have make that experience that much more richer, right? So we want to think about the people that we serve. How can we connect with other people to make that table even more phenomenal, right? The things that we could add. Something as simple as once you have the basics down, then you begin to accessorize. Oh, I want to have napkins. I want to have the napkin names or, all these other things. Well, all this can happen as a result of us planning, collaborating, sharing the load, and getting even more ideas on how we can make this particular experience that much more meaningful, right? So when you think about collaboration, you want to think about people that complement you. Now, it's possible that you could have a meal and you could say, I want four different variations of a turkey. But for the most part, people aren't just going to only want meat, they're going to want the sides. And so this is where you come and you think about complementary type of relationships. So for example, if I'm a florist, I want to think about where do people need my flowers and why would they come and order some? So it's an anniversary, graduation, prom, right? New baby, uh, a way to get back in good graces after an argument, a wedding, right? So you've got all these different things that can happen for that event. So this is ways that you can work to create relationships with people that complement why they need your services. So for example, a bridal shop, right? Now you could have your florist information inside the bridal shop as well as doing the same thing at your shop as a florist. So someone comes in, they want to get some flowers, and they see that you have gift cards available for the bridal shop. So maybe they hadn't even thought about this particular bridal shop, but because there's a discount or a gift card, then they go to that shop. So it's all about making sure that the people that you work with, that you complement one another, that you find ways that you can stay top of mind in ways that you might not have anticipated. So in addition to the bridal shop, maybe it's a local restaurant, right? Maybe someone comes in and gets flowers and you have gift certificates or gift cards for a particular restaurant, $5 or $10 off or a free dessert, right? Anything, right? You could begin to cross market yourself in these different areas in ways that you hadn't even considered. Now, a lot of people think, oh, collaboration is great, but how do I get started with this? And the easiest thing is just to simply pick up your phone. Or if you are really into social media, you can make a post. Hey, I want to have this event, looking for collaborators in X, Y, or Z. I'm going to have a live event. I'm looking for florists in the local area who might want to collaborate with me, right? I'm having an event. I need some collaborators for door prizes, right? You can begin to cultivate all kinds of relationships simply from asking. A lot of us just don't ask. And so when we're planning our events and things of that nature, the first thing we need to do is think about how can we make this event over the top and even more than just the usual live event that happens, right? Where we get on Zoom or whatever. Why can't we have breakout rooms and play games? And then when they get back in the main room, give out prizes. I mean, I'm just using that as an example. So we need to think about ways that we can gamify, make things fun. And this simply comes from collaborating with other people. If you have an event and you've got a room full of people, there are so much products and programs and expertise that may be on that call that people may be willing to donate services or products or books and a number of things. Simply just don't do it because we don't ask, right? You can gift people discounts after the fact if they happen to be there and they want to donate a gift or something. We simply just don't recognize the rich opportunities that we have simply because we do not ask. So we want to be mindful of thinking about people that complement us. We want to have a mindset that not everybody is your competition. So I was reading this post that really helped to solidify this for me because I think when it comes to delegating, we think that, oh, this is my baby, this is what I can control, and is afraid to let it go, right? So this post said, when you think of delegation, think about it as giving someone else the opportunity to be in the spotlight. So it's just an opportunity for somebody else to shine. And so this is how we can look at it so we can understand that that time to shine, that person really is not in a mindset to mess that up. And a lot of times we don't want to delegate because we think, oh, what if they don't get it right? If they don't get it wrong, if they get it wrong, and oh, this is my company, and all these different things we start telling ourselves. But if we are just mindful of the fact that this is their opportunity to shine, this is their opportunity to show the world what they know, what they're good at. And many people don't want to mess that up. So when you think about collaborating, think about the same thing. You want to be able to delegate or allow someone else to shine in an area that you may not be well versed in. I did a series last year called Master Your Success, and my business partner was very much into technology. I mean, she knows how to whip the slides out, how to get us featured on live streaming on different platforms. We were on Facebook, Clubhouse, Instagram, and something else. She had all these other different things that were going on. And the reason was we did this collaboration. I brought the marketing piece, what I had that was unique, and she brought the technology. We came together. We didn't have to compete. She was able to be in her zone of genius. I was able to be in mine, and the rest is history. So I think when it comes to thinking about collaboration, it's not a competition. It is about finding ways to work smarter instead of harder. It's an opportunity for us to allow everybody who we collaborate with the opportunity to shine so that we all can be moving forward and accomplishing our goals in a way that really matters and has an impact for other people. So you think about people that complement your particular business, right? So if you're a florist, Why do people need flowers? When do people send flowers? Right? So you could think about another one, dentistry. You know, do you cater to children, or is it, adults? Right? So really honing in to, if you had your wish, who is it that you would serve and why? Or what product or what problem do you solve every day? Right? Or who needs to have your particular product? When we begin to ask ourselves these questions, we begin to create a roadmap to the people that we can connect with. So if I say that I am helping moms, with their everyday struggles. I could think about business owners who have moms that are their employees. I could do coaching calls with them. I could possibly set up a retainer with the organization and come in and do quarterly talks with the moms. I could reach out to daycare centers, right? I could possibly do the same thing with daycare centers, getting retainers and having a service that I offer to moms to prevent the overwhelm. Because, I was a daycare provider before, but it was very stressful when you think about working outside the home and you have to leave your children, right? And you really feel like you don't have any time off. The weekend comes as fast as it goes. And, you don't have the time to kind of think, to strategize, to leverage your connections and how you can really squeeze more out of your day. And so you think about, where are these moms at? Maybe I could do something with the school system. I can coordinate with the PTO, or, somebody else that really deals directly with the parents, right? I could get with extracurricular activities, rec centers, right? That have moms come in who their children are involved in extracurricular activities. And I could offer them, PDFs that could be charged or for free, or webinars or whatever, right? So you want to think about, where is your audience and how can you serve them? Now, when you think about collaborations, you want to think about places where you can go to your audience and without them having to come and search you out, right? So, in the example with the florist, right, the florist would have gift cards available for maybe a restaurant, for bridal shops, hotels, right? So, what happens is, because the person is coming into that establishment and they have created loyal customers that come every, so often, it's always somebody's birthday or always some time to make up from an argument or whatever the case may be, they have a captive audience. So that captive audience comes into that florist shop. So this is a great way for you to have a gift card, have a flyer, have, whatever, a coupon, right? And so you don't have to go far. And you know that those people, although they may not be the warmest leads you have, but they are closer to being someone that is somewhat qualified for you as a potential client. So oftentimes we can make posts on social media and we get these likes, comments, or whatever, and they may not be our target audience. It's just like, if you're going to get finance for a house and they ask you a series of questions to see if you are pre-qualified, or to pre-qualify you, right? They want to find out, are you working? Right? Do you own a home? Or how's your credit? Different things like that, because that helps them to eliminate the people that are not in their market. So a lot of times when we do ads, we just have everybody apply, or everyone answers the ad, but not everybody who answers may be your particular market, because there's no way a lot of times to really fine tune an ad. An ad might be for women, like, so maybe I want to do an ad for women related to lipstick, right? So I'm doing this lipstick ad, but everybody who wears lipstick may not be a mom, for example, right? However, I have niched it down to it being a woman, possibly with the lipstick, right? But then I need to go a little further, a little deeper. And so this is where we can go a little deeper with these collaborations and begin to pre qualify based on the collaborations that we connect ourselves to. So if you're a florist and you get someone who has got your bridal gift card, they already may be a good client for you because they have already went to go look at the flowers that they need for the wedding or things like that. So I hope that makes sense because sometimes it can be a little challenging when we are thinking about strategy about the different ways that we're going to collaborate. So you want to be able to really dive deep into your product, program, or service and think about what problem do I solve and how can I find the people that need my solution? Where are they located? Where would that be? So again, we went through several illustrations on how we can accomplish that. And that is really important to know your audience because when you know your audience, you know a good way to serve them and you understand that it doesn't have to be all on you. It doesn't have to be just you being the only one providing that service for those individuals. So I hope that makes sense for everybody. But I love collaborations. So I really want to challenge you to think about if there is someone that you want to collaborate or if you would like to collaborate with me. Feel free to reach out to me. My information is across the screen, but you do not have to do this business alone. As we are seeing that this is now the end of January, we are now headed into another month tomorrow. We have to begin to think smarter, not harder, and we need to make things easier for ourselves. We need to realize that it's not just a one man's job when it comes to business building, because if it is, if you're out of commission for whatever reason, so is your business. So you want to make sure that you make great connections and you collaborate in ways to make life and your work easier. That is all that I have for today. I want to say happy end of January to everyone, and I will see you all next month. Bye for now.
I'm hanging on your every word, the love inside, I feel it burn. I've never felt this way before. I've had a taste, now I want more. So here we are, just you and me. I'm overwhelmed when you touch me. You talk so sweet, I hear the sound, 'cause when you do, my feet won't touch the ground.